Y'all niggas already know, man. DNA, the PG Killer, 1/6 of that NWX. Right now, we on the bar structure.
Hey, what's up, man? Y'all watching the bar structure. This is your boy Loso, Mr. Jumping Top 10 from the Bullpen Tryout here in the
Sorry, nigga. Shout out bar structure.
You know what it is, the Kid Cortez, Brooklyn, Murder Ave Gang. Right now, you tuned into the bar structure. You're fuck with us.
Man, you already know what it is. K-Shot, man, 1/6 of that NWX. Dip them up. No lacking, man. Judah fam. Juke.
Shout out to the bar structure, man. You already know what it is, man. Salute.
And you know I gotta fuck with bar structure, right? Cause if you ain't got your shit structured right, you ain't built no foundation. You feel me?
Right, you know the ball structure your fucking balls. It's not about having balls, it's how you structure them shits. So use them shits right. Team Honda, you know?
Yo, what's the deal, Warden? You now tuned in to another episode of The Bar Structure. It's your man's Taz Bailey, the Trill Prince. And today, we getting into writers versus biters and battle rap. And what's acceptable and what's not acceptable. It is taking the bar and flipping it, and taking ownership of it, making it yours. Is that biting or not? And if so, is it acceptable? Should the artist be held accountable for biting, you know what I'm saying, in a battle or biting bars or whatnot, you know? So for this segment, what I did some searching, I did some digging, you know. I went to the Facebook groups and asked questions and asked for suggestions of who y'all thought, you know, I should talk about in this blog, and wanted to know what are some of the most bitten bars in battle rap, or some of the biggest bitten bars and battle rap, most talked about bitten bars in battle rap. And I got a couple good suggestions. Some I picked out myself. And yeah, we gonna chop this fable, you feel me? So before we get into it, I gotta show everybody an example of just straight plain just biting. When we talk about biting bars, you ask me, you say, Taz Bailey, what is biting bars? You know, say, like I said, take somebody else's bar and flipping it, or just taking it verbatim and saying it like it's yours. So this first example, before we get into, you know, the first couple battles that we're gonna talk about, is one you all might know. It's Prez Mafia. And I'ma just go ahead and roll the footage. Yeah.
I'm not a biter, I'm a writer. I'm not a biter, I'm a writer. I'm not a writer, I'm a biter. I'm not a writer, I'm a biter, I'm a biter.
They ask me, where you get your shines from? Look up at the stars, where you think it get its shines from? I'm a master without hanging slaves. I'ma bring New York back like Flavor Flav.
They ask me, where you get your shine from? I tell them niggas, look up in the stars. Where you think it get its shine from? Nigga, I'm the master without hanging slaves. And I'ma bring New York back like Flavor Flav, nigga.
Okay, so it's no debating. That was a clear, straight, just bite. Like, I don't even know if that was a bite. Nigga just straight took the shit and used it, put it in the battle like it was his, flipped a couple little words. You get what I'm saying? But now that you all are familiar of what biting is, let's get into this first one. So the first comparison I got for the writer is Tory Doe. You get me, with the remote control line or whatnot. So we're gonna get into it. First off, first round, writer Tory Doe.
Oh, she gonna push my buttons till I point, then the release gonna have my arm jerking like I'm trying to change the channel when the remote not working.
I'm a biter, I'm a biter.
I spent an hour stunting. Bow, I hit your mouth with something. I'm squeezing on the gun to the channel change. That's the power button.
Okay. Like I said, maybe I'm tripping and you can ask me. I mean, you know, you can tell me. But for me, I got the final verdict. Charlie Clips, yes, is guilty of biting. Period. Even though he might have changed up the rhyme scheme, like the wording, but I feel like it was the same thing. I'm squeezing on the gun until the channel change. That's the power button. Really, first of all, it was weak. Like, like you see, the crowd didn't even react to it or nothing, and just the way that, you know, even to me, I looked at sign language and everything. You know, he may not have did the arm jerking, but he did, you know, with the remote control thing or whatever. And just the way that she set it up, the Tory Doe set it up, was just a little bit more. It was just perfect. Like, it was perfect. She had it. Like, you can't outdo that, really. You get what I'm saying? I don't feel like it was really another way of him to take that and flip it and not make it too obvious. But to me, it was obvious enough. So, like I said, for that one, I think that was a bite. We got, like I said, Charlie Clips, the final verdict. Yes, he's guilty of being a biter in this one. And so, yeah, that's that, man. But now we're going to go ahead and go into the second battle. And we're going to get into Chef Trez, right? Versus B Magic. And the accused biter, which is Hollow the Don, in his battle versus Pat Stay. And this one kind of hurt me a little bit, man. I can see Hollow is in my top 5, just period, battle rappers of all time. Probably my favorite, battle rapper of all time, I can say. And when it comes to new faces of battle rap, Chef is in my top 5. So this one kind of hurt me a little bit, man. This is one that I took from the suggestions on Facebook. So we gotta talk about it. You feel me? So let's just get down to it. This first clip is Chef Trez versus B Magic. Backstroke bar.
I said that back toting, well I'm gat holding, that focus, leaving cat soaking, letting 2/5 bang together. It's like the clap motion, but these guns super small. I say, but these guns super small and kick crazy when the gat smoking. If I was to shoot in the pool, it look like I'm backstroking.
I'm a biter, I'm a biter.
I said, I get in that ass. That's colon. K's. That's Nolan or 2 gats blowing. Bow, bow, bow. Look like I'm backstroking.
Okay, now with this one, man, the only thing different from the Charlie Clips one was it was more obvious, bro. Like, at least like I feel like the Charlie Clips and Tory Doe bite, that one is debatable. You feel me? Like I said, I may have even been tripping on that one. That one can be debatable. This I don't feel like it's debatable at all. From the rhyme scheme to the actual ending to the sign language, like what Chef say, 2 gats blowing if I'm shooting in the pool look like I'm backstroking. You get what I'm saying? And then Hollow also say something about gats blowing, bow, 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 look like I'm backstroking. Like the whole movement, everything is, like I said, from the rhyme scheme to the sign language, is all it is. Like, you can't tell me like he didn't watch that battle. Like, you just can't tell me he didn't. Like, it's just a little bit too obvious. So, final verdict for this one: Hollow the Don, the accused biter, is guilty of biting. You get what I'm saying? And it's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know sometimes people, think alike, might come up with some of the same shit, but that shit right there was just a little bit too obvious for me. Like I said, and yeah, man. So let me know what y'all think in the comments. We're gonna go ahead and keep it moving and go ahead into this next one. Like I said, I did a little bit of digging, and this one kind of caught my attention because it was something I didn't peep at first, until I went back and, looked up the footage and shit. And it almost disappoints me again, but you guys won't believe who the next biter is. Maybe you will, but you know what? Let's just get into it and let's see who is our next accused biter of today's blog.
Clips had some crazy shit, you know what I mean? Even though I feel like he stole one of my bars.
I was gonna say that.
I feel like Clips had the craziest verse, but he stole one of my bars. I was like, like the clip dropout. I said that the clip dropout, it won't get to see how college look. And then Clips said the clip dropout, it gotta get its GD. Like, I think that's the same thing. Like,
Serial number scratched off. That's how a Glock should look. This shit freestyle. Let's spit 16 without the hook. I'm Harley Davidson. I can show you how a chopper look. The clip drop out. It won't get to see how college look.
I'm a biter, I'm a biter.
EBT to BET. I let this Mac burn your kiss like a DVD. The clip drop out. I guess it was GED. Whoa.
Yeah, like I said, this one was another obvious one to me. Like, let me tell you something about Clips. when he steal bars, when he bite, like, he try to be real slick with it. He might change the rhyme scheme and everything like that, but at the end of the day, it's still the same damn meaning. It's still the same exact damn metaphor. You get what I'm saying? The clip dropout won't get to see how college look. The clip dropout, I guess it won his GED. Same goddamn thing, bro. A motherfucker, that's a college dropout. You either gonna work for a GED or you ain't going back to school, blah blah blah. Same thing, bro. Like, and it's just crazy because you kind of expect more from top tiers, especially somebody on the level of a Hollow the Don, a Charlie Clips, and things like that, who battle rap really puts on these high pedestals or whatnot. So what I want to know is what's the penalty? Like, what's going to be the penalty for stealing bars, or should there be any penalty at all? You get what I'm saying? And do y'all really count those as bites? Because like I said, I count, you know, like I said, the first one, the Charlie Clips and Tory Doe line is debatable. But you know what I'm saying? Those last two, though, not at all. And I do feel like there should be some type of something to happen. You get what I'm saying? Because it's not acceptable in real hip hop. It's not acceptable in studio hip hop. You get what I'm saying? For studio rappers, steal bars and things like that. And you see, you know, also what happened with Perez Mafia, and it was hard for him to come back and get back into the game. So do you think, you know, should these rappers stock drop if found guilty of biting bars? Let me know what y'all think, man. Originality is everything. So authenticity is everything. So it matters a lot in my eyes, but that's all me. That's what I think. Drop some comments. Let me know what y'all think about this blog. Writers versus biters right here on the Bar Structure. Stay tuned for more next episode. Yeah.